Okay, in this video, I'm going to attempt with our Henstitute to look at some different objects and see what happens when you put them in convex versus concave mirrors. So I've got a little beanbag ball here that's got black and gray stripes on it so that we can kind of see direction of things. I've got a spoon, and so this spoon can be thought of as a convex mirror or a concave mirror. So the spoon side is our concave mirror. And then I have what's commonly referred to as a makeup mirror. This makeup mirror also can be flipped to the other side where it's just a plain mirror. So if I kind of start out, we know that if we look in a plain mirror at an object, you produce an image that basically is the object. It doesn't really change size. It looks about the same size. If I get it farther away, obviously it's going to look smaller, but that's because it itself is actually farther away. However, if I take this makeup mirror and I flip it to the other side, which is a concave mirror, one of the things you're going to find right away is it's actually going to look kind of distorted. So I'm going to start with this far away. I'm going to bring the ball into the mirror really close. So if you notice, in the mirror image, you have the black on top and you have the silver or gray on the bottom. And the idea is if I bring this in really close, it gets close to about the right size of the actual ball, but it's always a little bit bigger. And if I get it farther away, it's actually larger and larger and larger. So it's actually making a larger image of that particular object. If you get it so far away, eventually what's going to happen with the ball, just make sure I don't lose it, is it's going to become absolutely huge in the mirror. But it also starts to become distorted. So as it starts to kind of get farther away, it gets a little bit distorted. But if I keep moving it farther away, what I want you to notice in the mirror, all of a sudden the ball reappears. But now I've got the gray on the top and I actually have the black on the bottom. So what has happened is it has actually inverted the image in that mirror. So instead of it being the direction I had it before, it's actually been inverted. It's been flipped upside down. So what you're doing is you're passing the focal point of the mirror. So right about here is the focal point where it's all kind of distorted. As I bring it closer and closer and closer again, all of a sudden you get the gray on top again and the black on the bottom, and it becomes large. And then if I move it away, distorted, and I get the gray on the top and the black on the bottom. So this is the things that can happen with a concave mirror, concave mirror, one that's been curved in. So this mirror is actually curved in to form a concave. It's actually referred to as a makeup mirror because when you bring something nearby, it usually makes it very large. So it's a good magnifying mirror. If I bring my camera in really close, it's going to actually magnify that camera and make it large for us. The other thing you can do with this is if you take a spoon, you can actually look at yourself in a spoon. So if you look at the normal spoon shape to it, you can actually get a nice little image. But if you notice, when you look on the spoon side, it's actually an inverted image. So it's upside down. But if I flip that mirror over, or that spoon over to the convex side, now all of a sudden I'm right side up. I'm still smaller. In both of those cases, I am smaller, but on the concave, I am inverted. On the convex, I am right side up. So those are things that can happen with different kinds of mirrors that you can actually physically see. You can actually see the result of those different kinds of mirrors. And no matter what you do with a convex mirror, it's always going to be right side up and it's always going to be smaller. This is why that mirror that's on the passenger side of your car says objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. That's because they're using a convex mirror like this that allows you to see more things. So you can see all the wall, you can kind of see the window over there. With this type of mirror, but everything's going to be smaller. Whereas my concave mirror, notice everything is smaller, but I don't actually have as large of a range to see. I don't get to see all the way to the mirror and everywhere else. So this one doesn't work as well. And you really wouldn't want that probably upside down on you all the time. So this is just a little bit of information about concave and convex mirrors for the Henstitute. Hope you enjoyed.